Hey guys, so I have here my JBL LIVE650 Bluetooth noise cancelling headphones, and today I want to show you how to get access to the battery in order to replace it. So the battery is located in the left ear cup. That is also here the ear cup that includes here the charging port, the micro USB charging port on the bottom. And getting access to the battery is actually relatively easy. So we start out by looking at the top of the ear cup. So see here, there are two screws, and these are triangle shaped. See here this. And normally you don't have those kind of bits at home, so you can just use a 1.4mm flat blade screwdriver and just get it in there. So the 1.4mm is the right size to do here. See how I just can easily stick this in. And now I can start rotating the screw here, and it's easy, really easy to get out and also later to get back in. So there is a second screw, and that is kind of hidden here on the inside. You see, this is really hard to get to, but if you rotate the ear cup the other direction, then you just have enough clearance to also get this screw out. And now there are a couple more screws that we have to remove first, and those are hidden here behind this shiny ring here. And in order to remove that, I'm using here my old pocket knife, and I'm kind of wedging in between the gap of this ring and the rest of the ear cup. And you want to try to unhook these four little clips that are on the back side of the ring. So once you get one of those clips disconnected, then it's going to get easier and easier to work your way around. And try to be really careful with whatever tool you're using so that you don't scratch up the really soft plastic here. So this is here what the ring looks like. You see these four little clips. And then behind here, now you have access to three small Phillips screws. So we're going to remove those. And at this point we can try to remove the big plastic cover here, the big plastic piece from the front. And there are still two more clips that hold this cover in place. And so I'm again now working here from the top end, and I'm going to wedge my knife into the area here where we removed the two screws from the top. And right there, where I just had my knife, that's where those two remaining clips are. You can already kind of see it right in there. There's the one, and the second one is on the opposite side. And now you can remove this cover here. See here these two clips, and then on the top you see where the screws used to screw into. Now when removing the cover though, you want to be really careful, because there is a whole bunch of little wires that are still connected to the outside of the plastic here. You see, first you have this battery actually right glued inside of this cover. So we can just take this out by hand. So this is just with a little bit double-sided tape that this is connected to. And see, underneath the battery there's a small PCB that is probably responsible for the touch sensor that's on the outside. And so now here we do have access to the battery now. I'm going to show you here the specification that's written on the battery. And then on the plastic cover you see here this square that's in there, so that's where the battery sits in. So you don't have a lot of room when it comes to the battery. That really, you have to have a new battery that fits exactly in there. And the battery is connected here, it's soldered on with these three leads. And so you want to unsolder it there, or you just cut the wire in between someplace, so that's where you can attach the new battery. And then you also want to be careful here on the upper end of the headphone here, of this ear cup. There's a whole bunch of other small wires attached, so make sure you don't pinch those or accidentally detach those. Yeah, and at this point we can already reassemble this ear cup by just firmly pressing the side cover here onto the ear cup. It should snap into place, and then don't forget the 3 screws that were under the ring. And then when you take a close look at the back side of the ring, then you see the 4 clips, and next to 2 clips there is 2 little pins there, and those pins belong onto the top end and the bottom end. So you can see this also on the ear cup itself. You see here the 2 pins on the ring, number 1 and then 1 on top, and then you see the corresponding holes here on the ear cup. The ring we also just align correctly and then press it on firmly until it clicks into position. And then also, of course, we have to put the 2 screws back in place that are on the top of the ear cup. And then that's already it. So this concludes this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any more questions or comments, then please write a message below, and don't forget to check out my other videos about these headphones.